want to have a good lane, you know. So when you're enforcing this thing that you're not getting the win condition hero, because the way you play Dota is like you play Ember, Void Spirit, whatever, all these mobile flashy heroes. So you don't. Some captains think that because you're playing this kind of heroes, you don't deserve to have the. Because you're not gonna win me the game with your hero. But most of the mid players will tell you, I want a good lane, you know. That's just a mid player talking.
Yeah. That's a Samel kind of mentality, right? Like, just pick me this, I will win the mid.
And I will win you the game.
Yep, pretty much. I'm really uncertain about KP's headset.
Huh? What?
What is?
Oh, you mean the cosmetic? Oh,
yeah.
That's not a headset. How is that a headset?
It's a set on a head.
That's like a mask, you know, you wear during like those the ball parties where you dress up.
Yeah, with these like big ass streamers that come out the side. It's it doesn't look as cool as the Arcana. I'm saying now, but I suppose he's getting a little sick.
Not a headset, Toby. Not a headset, Toby. A mask.
30 seconds to battle.
I love the dance sound. All right, back to the game of Dota. I've done my cosmetic distraction for the first part of the game while everyone's setting themselves up for bounty runes.
You have to get it out of your system before the game starts.
It's there. That's what I do, man. That's what I do until we have a pause, and then we just go for a little longer. Hopefully Raven will get back in nice and quick, but this is going to be a safe lane Ricky
That wasn't too bright.
up against this Legion IO combination.
Oh, they're actually gonna lane. Are they gonna lane Mirana with the gyro? Is that what's? Or really?
Maybe March will TP up towards the top lane. He's just down here with the Legion to battle the runes. It's for the runes. What is this? Love you, Raven. I'm your biggest fan. Man, is Cuckoo really greater than KP? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
I mean, they both start with K, so I'm fine with either.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Is that your favorite letter? Is it in the alphabet?
Actually, no.
No. What is your favorite letter in the alphabet?
Z. Z. I love sleeping, taking afternoon power naps.
It's such a. Oh, that's such an old man answer. It's very appropriate.
Sleeping, you know, there's a Chinese saying. Rest is just for the longer journey, the journey ahead. You rest so you can go further.
Hang on, can you say it in Chinese?
I don't know. Wait, it might not actually be a Chinese saying, it might just be a saying.
Okay, I've heard this so many times from people in Southeast Asia. I'm just like, there's this great Chinese saying. It's just like, and they say it in English, and I know, like my fiance is Chinese, and she's just like, normally when you translate Chinese sayings to English, you just lose the actual meaning. Like,
I concur, Toby. Language is hard.
It's still taking me a while to learn how to say my daughter's name in Chinese. That's taking a bit. Ooh, look at that harassment. All right, welcome to the lane, boys and girls.
But he's
a no headdress IO. Yeah, yes, but it's no headdress IO. Where's your efficiency?
You don't buy headdress now, I think. Headdress is not good for the cost. I don't
Still,
feel
even when you got the tether, it seems like the efficiency would be pretty good.
I just don't like the item. I tried buying the item after the nerfs and it doesn't feel good anymore. I rather have like more tangles and salves, to be honest.
Okay.
Have you tried
say the same
buying
for,
new... Sorry, have you tried buying the new headdress? You know how it feels? It doesn't feel good right now.
See, I bought it, there's only one situation when I bought it and I was running like a Mars Techies dual off lane and it felt good then.
Mars Techies? You actually play Techies all the time?
It's OP, man. It's actually OP. Like, if you ever want a lesson in it, I'm very happy to teach. Raven, on the run. The arrow's already been thrown out, but it's just easy harassment. Burn through the consumables of the safe lane Geek fam.
Lane dominance, Toby. LC Mirana, they are way stronger than this Grimstroke Ricky at level 1. Grimstroke Ricky is strong when you get levels on the
Yeah.
inside, like 2 points at least. Enrique has 2 points in range, right? But right now, they are just weaklings against this Mirana and LC.
Twos are up, man. Twos are up. Look at Raven. Instant jump forward. Like, I just want to send a message in the lane.
Oh, sometimes the intimidation factor is what wins you the lane, you know?
Yeah. Is this guy actually crazy enough to jump me? Maybe I should play just a second, like a little bit further back.
I mean, the mental part of the game actually is a huge deal, you know? If you can break your opponents mentally, it's like you actually play differently in the game.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Maybe you have a better matchup in the lane, but you're playing more defensive because you're affected mentally. That's the OG special, Toby, breaking you mentally.
It is. This arrow. It's going to connect. This is first blood. Tims finds the line.
courier.
Double leap to couriers. We're taking everything right now for TNC, and that has all of the consumables for Whitemon. And he's
my
holding
God.
back for it. That had a lot in it. That had Tango, Salve, Clarity. And
Well,
that hurts.
He can buy a Tango. He has to go for Tango right now before he TPs. Oh, he bought a Salve. So laning
fun
is...
from Gabby.
Pugner's getting run down by the gyrocopter.
Yeah.
He
He actually, like, if he didn't have Flak Cannon and he had Rocket Barrage, that would have been a kill. But he went for 0-1-1.
It's better in the lane against Beast to have a flat cannon at level 1. The lanes, Toby. You need to win your lanes. The kill does not matter if you lose the lane.
Uh-huh.
You can
Well's
thank,
already
you
been
can
used.
thank me
Tim's
later.
low on life. Tricks of the trade. Tim's in a little bit of trouble once again.
He's fine.
Yeah,
fine.
he is. KP was sitting right behind him, pressed the attack too, so Tim's was totally fine.
How about the mid lane? How much is Lina dominating?
19-5 versus 14-3, but I'm still got a little bit of a creep wave to farm.
I mean, the thing about Lina being as a core
5.
is like he's
Don't burn your fingers.
very, very easy to kill, even though like how much lead you have from a laning phase, you know. You can lose the game easily with a mid Lina. It's quite difficult to close out the game. Top lane, Gyro, and fight.
Yeah, they can actually kill off Zephyr. Just flag cutting through both the farm as well as the heroes. Cuckoo.
Wow, he actually gone for 2 points in the flag. No rocket barrage for you, Toby.
Huh? Hey, if you're right,
Is that
Winter,
even
you're
good?
right.
No, is
that
to
even
get
good?
in the lane 2 points?
Hey, you're the one begging the question at the start. It's
just one extra hit.
It's 3 attacks better than 2. That's all you really gain from it.
50% upgrade, so that's value, right? A value second point.
Is it?
Do you actually need the extra 1 hit? I guess it helps you kill.
Yeah.
You don't really
How many
kill the
attacks
ball.
does it take to kill off a ball?
Probably like 5 or 6. Oh,
Okay, that doesn't
Actually,
seem
no.
like value. 5-minute
no.
bounty room, grabbed by the IO.
maybe not 5, Toby. Maybe it's 4 or 5. I mean 3 or 4 to 5, depending on the damage.
Hey, if it's 3, then it makes a lot of sense. Then there's value in what's happening. That's 3 or 4 is a big difference here now.
Okay, let's count now.
There's a way for him to come in with a full health ball.
So
Turn
catapult
flat
wave.
cannon on.
Catapult wave right now. So let's see if the Dragon Knight can pressure. No?
Flat cannon, 1, and it took. Okay, it took 70 HP off a ball, off 1 flat cannon hit.
So that's
Now,
like 8.
Io almost killing off the Pugner, but Pugner will go over the opposite way as Io TPs all the way home. Means March will have a long walk back out.
Bot lane. Grip stroke. Run away, my friend.
Yeah, he did.
So looking at the CS right now, Dire is doing well in all 3 lanes. Actually, it's overall quite even, except for the Lina being slightly
Mid lane.
ahead, but you,
The Crepify Blast. This is DK getting
Laguna?
Mind Striker raid up.
Zap!
Laguna Blade is available. Is the damage going to be enough? No, it's not.
Oh,
and
no,
now he
he-
actually gets some infused range up to arrive in the arrow. Oh, he's there to turn it around. Tim's
didn't
the
he
arrow on Carl, and he is not a happy chappy.
didn't he have enough range during the decrab? I think he should have just Laguna during the decrab to just insta-gib.
Tim's isn't done just yet. If he can connect on this arrow, then Pug not. No, that's an easy side dodge. Tim says one more leap available. Oh, wait. Scratch that
Radiant's
easy.
middle tower is under attack.
Easy when you're a Shamble of Bones, you know? You have 330 base move speed. Easy. So Beastmaster is about to pop level 6. So we could see like a rotation here with the Raw. Let's see who can move. Dina could be the one to move, she has Laguna. But she does not have a TP, so maybe Grimstroke has TP, so they could think about that. Or even the Riki has level 6 soon. I think it's good for the Riki to just get level 6, get out of bot. You don't really want to lane bot when LCS duel. He needs to go top and kill the enemy Gyro there with the Raw and try to pressure the tower.
This be one of the first times I've not seen Pugna actually level up the leaderboard. They'll get rid of an Observer and a Sentry with this move, which is nice.
Maybe that's why the Gyro didn't go for the Rocket Barrage.
Worry about Netherward. Legion Command is gone.
Is under attack.
There's your jump in Inkswell. There's no way for KP to break free of this, and there's no support to help him out. Huge creep wave on bottom, and Tim's just wants to try and soak it up. He's got to drag the aggro off the tower.
He needs to arrow the catapult.
Structures.
He's looking for the line, but then a leap down, silenced up. Raven jumps forward, and he did look to kill off the catapult. Another leap forward. He cannot get away in time. And Raven able to chalk up another one.
Yeah, very big sequence of events here. Like I said, when the Grimstroke and Riki gets their levels, that's when they are gonna start to be powerful. And the LC needs to respect that, you know, like Dragon Knight. Wow, he's running at 2 heroes.
Yeah, he's trying to stop Carl from getting the arcane room, but Dragon Tail stun just couldn't close the distance in time.
Yeah. This infused range drop is so much better in this matchup.
They're looking to roar attack. Gabby, Decrepify. Oh wait, did he get blocked up by his own Satyr, so he wasn't in range of the roar when Decrepify happened? Even then, you'd still have to get through the heal of March, who preemptively burned to the south.
He had no boots anyway. I'm not very sure if he could have caught up.
The Axis start to arrive from the primal roar.
I feel like I'm seeing again the same issue right now with what's happening here. Like Geek has this the Beastmaster is hitting to a point where he can actually kill the enemy hero, but the other heroes are not rotating to his lane to use the Raw. Like he's been level 6 since a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And there has been no rotations to try to abuse the Raw, and the Gyro was farming in the lane the last minute.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's the same pattern, Toby.
Dire's
Same
top
pattern.
tower is under
So now the
attack.
10-minute outpost is going to be contested around. Gabby doing his own farming in the jungle underneath the Radiant Obs. But if you're going to take the outpost, like, can you actually hold this to the 10-minute mark? He's looking for his own target. Inkswell, Legion Command trying to get the distance. Now Dragon Knight on his way in. Raven doesn't like this. In fact, he jumps over to Tim's, who gets the body block. They had the sentry ward down. That's why they saw him. And man, that arrow took a while to throw. Couldn't get it out in time, and Raven can jump away.
Outpost is the price if they can just defend.
It's a 1-1 trade.
Dire's top
So
tower
Riki is starting to move right now. He's trying to steal the bounty rune. He has even Ops and Sentry. Oh,
Denied!
Nice arrow. Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
he's on the edge of the sentry, so he couldn't actually attack.
Dire's
So Riki is starting to move. Grimstroke is teleporting away because he knows the LC is looking for him. So no one is going to play the dead lane because the tower is low. Dragon Knight pop his farm. Does he have TP? Yeah, he can still use his TP to come mid lane to fight. So this is going to be a good Dragon farm. Well used Dragon farm. Dire should defend the mid tower right now.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yara does look set up. In fact, I think
Arrow?
he was looking to move a little bit further south. Look,
Dire's middle
They got
Oh,
the
your target.
catapult. They got the catapult, Toby. There goes your push.
towers are fortified.
it does. They'll fortify up and buy a little bit of time trying to kill off the Nether Ward. Decrepify will buy an extra second for the Nether Ward. In fact, yeah, they still get it in time.
Dire are scanning.
Yep, so we see Raven now moving across the map. This is the area that Radiant wants to play right now. They have to send one more hero top. They need 3 people here, I think. They want to take a fight here. Grimstroke's taking levels. Pugna's getting his level 6. But Lina's farming his heals. So it's a bit dangerous. Like if you see what's happening here, the Beastmaster is in a very dangerous spot, right? If Dire chooses to smoke across to catch and reclaim this area, it's gonna be a core dying instead of a support because you have only 2 people here.
But I suppose Ricky is still going to pack one hell of a punch.
Bot lane, smoke.
You do want to have a go at it. Yeah, and Moonlight Shadow too. They want to really kill off this Pugna. Dragon Knight needs to walk up point blank range to hit the Dragon Tail stun into the arrow. And one more swing of the sword will do the job. And if they can keep the catapult alive, maybe they even get some extra damage into the tier 2.
And I like the blink that Dragon Knight's going right away. It's gonna allow their team to play Dota very, very easily. You set up for the arrow, you set up for the relocate,
Radiant's
you
bottom tower is under
make sure that the enemy is always pressured when they don't see you on the map. You know, if he goes for, say, a greedy item, he goes for like an armlet into, or even like a raid.
Duel. It's time for it. Gabby, the duel does come out. Call down as well. Lina trying to go to work.
So
But
fine.
Commander losing life so quickly. The duel victory.
Oh, the flat cannons.
Not actually there. Not enough to kill a ball. Jump forward from Ricky, right on the back of March. Try and drain out the IO too, but he's still got 10 stick charges up their sleeve as they look to take down the tier 1 tower. Flat cannon down the creep wave as well as the camp. Now this is efficiency from Gabby. He killed a hawk with it. So that mid tower denial is there for March. He got it, but maybe now Dragon Knight's in trouble.
Relocate,
Way too
relocate.
far forward. IO trying to get him out in time, able to do so.
Nice. Very nice.
Beautiful save, and Geek fam, they wanted a core as well as the tier 1 tower, and they'll get neither.
So at least they were making the right plays, you know. You saw what happened there. They lost the Pugna at bot lane and immediately they went on.
Come forward. Blink dagger reveal from Armel. It's perfect on onto Pugna. Nether ward down, but that gets instantly evaporated.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They
Can
just
they
cut through the
hold the
side.
tower
Nowhere to
here?
hide.
They can't. There's no way they can hold it.
No, they can't.
This is bad. It's bad for them. The tower got denied and they lost their own mid tier 1. That's a big turn of events here for Dire. So well done to TNC with the last engage.
And they want more. TNC's going for the tier 2 tower on bottom. You've still got half of the dragon form left.
Yep, and the beauty about having IO Gyro is they can just farm everything. You know, it's really efficient of how you can move around the map because you have the relocate and you have the move speed from the tether. So you get to play really, really well. Bot lane.
Heals up. Armel getting stunned. KP's going to try and break him free with press the attack as a jump forward from Raven's going to give
Nice,
him a double
double
stun on the
stun.
back of the Inkswell. KP and Tim's. The Moonlight Shadow comes out. They're onto the cover of their own obs and sentry as KP still keeps his run going and he's away to safety.
Where's the detection? They don't have dust on anybody. They actually do not have even one dust.
They had a sentry which they planted on
Yeah,
the hill, but now
there's no way
hearing the ping.
sentries. There's no way sentries are enough against the Moonlight Shadow.
I'm not disagreeing, but that's what they brought.
Next fight, Toby. It's okay. Next fight.
next time, Batman. Next time. Oh, that's Gadget. Hang on.
Smoke for bounty runes.
Armel is making himself a pretty big target.
Dire's
And the
middle
wrap
tower
around
is
Tims
under
will break
attack.
the smoke. They don't have extra information there, so yeah, in the trees. Raven, they're both grouped up. It's a leap up. Marana goes it up, and Armel wants to TP away, but the army is with him. Cuts the trees, nowhere to juke. That is a TP out that will not work. They will commit the roar, but Tims is allowed to escape. Thanks to the fact they prioritized the kill on Armel.
Optimistic TP.
Maybe he's just like, oh, I'll make him burn his roar. 90 seconds cooldown.
Dire's
Sure.
Space is
bottom
now
is under
created.
In strength
Burns.
is victory.
Dire's structure.
It's buying more and more time for the farm up. Jarakov has almost finished up his Aghanim Scepter. Picking up a Grove Bow as well, even nicer.
So right now,
Has been killed.
Gabby,
did he buy his item?
there was nothing on the courier.
So
He was
Radiant-
just looking for the point booster. That's it, like, the last bit. So at least he's saved from that. He'll farm up one camp and have the money to finish it.
Radiant has to be careful right now. They're in dire territory, and I don't really feel like they are that strong right now without the Raw, so they have to back off. This is Dire's turf, home turf.
Dire's
Gyro has his
bottom tower is
Aghanims,
under
so they
attack.
have relocate, they have Aghanims. They should be looking to fight right now. Dragon form with the dagger
He
initiation.
also managed to pick up Vampire Fangs, which is quite nice. So we actually dropped the Grove Bow to get
Yeah,
that.
this is actually way better.
Carmel.
And
He'll stop, relocates on the way. Carl just wants to run. They needed that stun to connect from Armel, but the only way to do that is to blind blink. They wouldn't have caught it any other way.
they have to be a little bit more conservative right now without relocate.
The nether reaches out.
I feel like LC is going blade meal. I guess since the Dragonite already has dagger, you don't really want to have too many daggers on your team.
Yeah.
I guess the blade. I was thinking actually going for pipe meal instead of blade meal, because you look at the radiant magic damage, Grimstroke, Lina, and the Pugna. A pipe would be fantastic.
But isn't KP meant to be that distraction on the front lines anyway? Like,
Tank,
I blade
he's the
in, I
tank.
blade mill. He's the tank? I thought DK is the tank and Gyrocopter. All the smoke instantly breaks. Dragon Tail stun. They're going to try and kill up the Grimstroke. The arrow able to connect perfectly, but they buy a little bit of extra time. So Soulbind Silence is able
double
to
zap.
war as well. The double from Cuckoo. Lacuna Blade also. Have they got enough to kill off March? Yes, they do. They get through the Io while Lina dueled up on the back lines. Armel as well as KP trying to kill off Carl. They'll have enough with one more attack. Invis, they have
Look, he has dust on the core, Toby!
That's
Buy your
ability.
dust.
And now blink forward underneath the sentry ward. They're able to get the initial stun over on Raven, but Zephyr
Is under attack.
sucking the life out of Armel, homing missile, easily dodged, and a quick TP out.
Lesson to
Cool,
learn
I've
on the
retreated.
Geek Fam course. Buy your own dust. Look at the Dragonite.
They had dust on March as well. It's not like he's having to replace things that he's
I
supposed
mean,
to.
you think I'm making it a joke, but haven't you heard before? Like, if your core buys dust, it could win you the fights and win you the game. You know, it's actually very important, not just to rely on the supports to have detection.
Without it,
those-
they wouldn't have killed Alina.
Yeah, those greedy cores, you know, you see all the time. Why no dust? Why can't you buy your own freaking dust? You have an item slot.
Would you like to build up from Gabby? You okay?
And you know, you
Cleaning
know
up
what's
the top
the,
lane.
you know, Toby, what's the counter argument? Wards are free now. You have more gold to buy dust on the support. That's the argument. Can you believe it?
No. KP, trouble. Inkswell coming forward, and they get the smoke screen, so KP cannot taunt his way out of that one. Dead for half a minute. And Roshan becomes potential now for Geek Fam. Ravens, yeah, they're moving
Does he
very,
have
very quickly
buyback?
over.
Oh, yes, no buyback.
Relocate's also on cooldown. March used it to help the Gyrocopter clean up the top lane. They're trying to get him towards his BKB as quick as they possibly can.
I think they need to split up right now.
All right,
They're trying to
Tim.
fight. They're trying to fight.
Dire scanning. They're having a look. They know. They 100%. Everybody knows. But the Beastmaster Hawk also sees Armel. Roshan very low on life. Armel's going to get the arrow to leap forward. Killed by the Raven. Raven does have the Aegis to the Immortal. DK set up so quickly with the smoke screen. There was no way for Tim to get himself out of the pit. The call down damage is good, but you haven't got any real follow-up. Not when you get the double stun. March included in this one. So Io is dropped. Gyro is dropped. The buyback coming in from Mirana will give an extra stun. But Cuckoo, low on life. The Starfall finds the kill. And DK, he's trying to tank the entire lineup of Geek Fam, but that will not work. If you brought dust and detection, maybe you would have got the dieback over on Mirana, but that won't happen either. A quick arrow to cancel the steal of the outpost, but there's 3 heroes there. They'll get it. So both outposts at the 20-minute mark and the Roshan fight, and Aegis is kept on Ricky Maru. This is good for Geek Fam.
That was a very
Really good.
questionable play. Like there was, I think there was actually no way they could have taken that fight. No way. There are 4 heroes. Gyro had 2k gold in the bank. Why would he want to take a fight? He definitely doesn't want to take a fight. And if you ask yourself, like, is the Aegis really important to fight right now? I don't think so. Getting your items and scaling is more important for Dire. Now the game has gone out of the window for Dire right now. Like, Geek Fam has total control in the.
Yep. Easy solo kill on Tim's. He even got the courier, which was coming over. Now they look over towards the Legion Commander. Another smoke screen diffuser plate. It's really difficult just to walk away from this. And if there's an Inkswell, it's a guaranteed kill every time you get your jump. But I see a double damage Lina. Itching for a pickoff on March.
Double
Take
zap.
whatever.
I
He'll
want
take
a
whatever he can
double
get.
zap. I want to see the double zap with Aghanims, Toby. Refresher double zap.
He tried it in that last fight. Well, not the last fight. The fight that happened in the Radiant Jungle.
Yeah, that's fine.
No. There goes mid tier 2.
I mean, you saw the power of it. They even had the double raw into the double zap.
Tier 3 tower. That catapult alive. What you got? DK's trying to finish his BKB up on top. Even burning dragon form.
Yeah, they were
Help 'em get there.
supposed to try to finish the BKB in the last engage instead of trying to fight
Radiant's top
the
tower
Roche.
is under
They needed to
attack.
give it up and just farm their BKBs. They are not hitting their timings and they are choosing to fight. You need to learn when.
Geek fan back in the driver's seat, but can they really capitalize on the advantage they've got? We saw issues with them doing that in game 1. Like, how do they make sure that they don't give TNC a way back into controlling this game?
They have to make sure they take good fights, you know. Never try to run up low ground to high ground. You only run up with good reasons, you know, like you get a DV. But otherwise, you always try to respect your opponents. Don't try to make rash decisions just because, oh, I have Aegis, I am in control. You need to give them the respect they deserve, you know. Gyro IO has a lot of damage that they can output in the fights.
Yeah, especially if you can get closer and actually even complete that rapier.
I really don't like the Blade Mail so much. I mean, I can see why he's going Blade Mail here. Like, there's a lot of potential doing damage against the Laguna, the Life Drain, even the Grimstroke, the Inkswell, and the Stroke of Fate. I can see that, you know, but just feel like if you get a pipe, it helps the IO. Because if you can keep the IO alive in the fights, it means the Gyro is going to be alive, more or less.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, Gabby, I don't know if you have enough damage in 2 seconds to finish the tier 1 tower, but that's some decent chip.
Yeah, they're not using they're not using relocate anyway, so why not?
Yeah, they're using relocate just to farm. That's all. KP and DK go into their jungle and defend. Any kind of place that you know Geek Fam's not going to go, because there's only one last... Okay, I suppose you do have the tier 2 tower up on top, but if you push it out with the gyrocopter, you're okay. Your jungle is safe. But this bottom lane is going to be pressured. You still have the Aegis. You still have the Aegis the Immortal for another 50 seconds.
Double BKB?
Watch that timer.
They have double BKB and timer. But
Maybe
they
like
don't.
Shadow?
They need to go. Yeah, they need to go around. Like maybe here from the secret shop or this ram here.
Oh, the Dire Sentry. Raven's gonna walk a little closer for them to see it, but they're going all the way down. There's a courier. That's all they could find. Lina
This is
nearby.
what Geek Fam should have done the last time when they smoke around. TNC has the high. They're on the high ground now, so they have the advantage.
Yep. They see Pugna. Homing missile out over on him, but Grimstroke turns around, gets a double soul
Double raw?
silence. DK able to get the initial stomp, but then the roll. It's already up, but March is already dead. He'll buy back and get back as quick as he possibly can. As Jared pops it, call down flat cannon. We'll see just how much damage he's got. Pugna protected by the Trepify, but that means the homing missile can kill him off. And then they can move to the secondary support. Grimstroke, rocket barrage down by Gabby, and they go to Cuckoo now with the homing missile chasing him. Raven's wondering who the hell do I try and fight? We've just killed off the Mirana. The rest of TNC bought back. Keep their fight running. They bought back only on the IO out of this.
Didn't the Mirana? Oh no. Okay, just the IO. But
They
they're
fought the
still...
second the Aegis expired. It was...
Yeah, but the thing that you want to take away from that is you watch how they made a circle around. They didn't go for the quickest route to get to the high ground. They did it safely. They took the long way around, and they got what they needed to get. You know, they were able to get on top of the high ground and make the playing field even, because they are both on the high ground instead of trying to run from low ground to high ground at the ramp. In the take the faster route in the early ramps.
I'll take
Bounty runes. So Dire is probably going to get 2 at least here.
Gabby's gonna be so happy he got the BKB off at the start of that fight too.
Very, very important item. They are all mostly magic damage.
And he's gonna wreck him up. Like you've got Rapier approaching quickly. We're also gonna get our next wave of items. A Titan Sliver.
I think the Lina needs to get Aghanim though. I don't really feel so good that he's trying to get BKB, because I feel like if they drop the soul bind and they don't kill the hero, they're done. They're gonna lose the fight. BKB and they lose the fight. So he needs to be able to kill them through the BKB. And if he gets a BKB on the Lina, what does it help you do? You really think that you can stand in the fights and just right click the Gyro and Dragonite? No.
No, he's gonna physically damage the crap out of you. And there she gave the Titan Sliver to the Gyrocopter. So now he's got plus 16% on his base attack damage.
Ooh, that's a big item.
And his resistance.
For the Gyro. Very, very big item on Gyro.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But does he actually need the Rapier here, Toby? Need it? Is it in
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
necessity? I'm not very sure.
I think it's pretty important. If you get a small stun duration on the Riki, the Wraith is going to allow you to get the kill before Wraith can jump away. But it still then requires you to get that quick pop. Like the Pugna went down to like 20, like 200 HP before he got the Trepify on himself. Next time you hit him twice and he dies.
Because I feel like as
Dragon
long
Knight prioritized him
as
too.
I feel like as long as he survives the fight, he can blow out the fight, he's gonna have enough damage anyway. Lina?
They have a gem. They have the gem on Armel. You thought you were under protection. Now KP gets his. Is that his first duel? It's his first duel victory of the game.
What, really?
26 to 27 minutes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gyrocopter. They're bringing a lot of TPs. Homing missiles going towards the Grimstroke. This is going to be so huge because Lina doesn't have buyback for the moment. He bought the Mithril Hammer trying to get towards the BKB. So now TNC feeling like they can actually get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, this is their time right now. This is their time. They are way stronger right now with the double BKBs, and because Geek Fam has no way of like doing enough damage through the BKBs until Ricky has more items. He's building a Battle Fury now. Not sure if that's gonna help a lot, but I guess he's trying to prolong the game right now. He feels like he's not strong enough. I think he's right, you know, he's not strong enough anymore, so he needs to try to scale harder.
Yeah. I know, this Gyrocopter looks pretty scaled. They actually gave him the Paladin sword now. So the
that's actually even better.
It got given over, the Titans got given over to the Dragon Knight.
This is actually even better.
He'll tank through more too. Now Roshan's available. If you can get the Aegis Immortal into Gabby, this feels like almost an insurmountable task for Geek Fam to get through the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, if Gyro gets Aegis, it's game over. Geek Fam will just lose the game. They need to throw everything they have. How many buybacks do they have right now?
Oh, they don't have any apart from actually, yeah, what do they got? They've got two, Pugner as well as Grimstroke.
Yeah,
I think the biggest buyback that's on cooldown is actually Io. Like, March can't afford to die like he did last time and then just buy back and rejoin the fight.
They have to try on the supports of Geek Fam to try to waste the BKB duration. Maybe they can try to run in, bait some spells, you know, force the BKB, and then use buybacks.
Rapier is here.
He locked his Rapier.
He did. He did. Why? Like, what's the advantage to this?
You only assemble it if you need it, so you don't lose it in case you die.
Good point. Because you still take like, well, you still got the 102 damage from the two items.
30% value.
Yeah, it's like, but compared to the 330 you're meant to have from it, and the true, like, I guess if you're kind of up your creek, like you don't want to have a rapier fully assembled.
So KP has blink right now, so he can do more in the fights. You wanna get a Pugner? That's your first target. Pugner, the Grimstroke, those are the backlines that you want to get to.
He's finished it. He was waiting for the Morbid Mask.
Oh, Roshan, they're trying to do Rosh right away.
And they are.
I think Dire knows. Do they have scan? Oh no, they don't have scan. Can they just get vision with the arrow?
I think so. They need it right now. Right there. Oh no, they're gone. Roshan's already been taken. The arrow flies very much astray.
DD.
Jesus into the hands of Ricky. They find
What? He's so greedy!
The door from Lina. He didn't get away from this one. And now Carl, the Cripify will buy a little bit of time, but the Aegis Immortal is already broken. They're holding the fire cannon damage. They're ready for this one. And now Gabby, BKB, the Raw. He'll cancel off his damage. And maybe there's enough heal from March, but Raven, the damage. He's actually life-stealing through all of this. 3 heroes down for Geek Fam. Oh, they thought they had a fight, but you thought wrong.
How could he just go and pick up the rune? How? Why would he do that? That guy's insane.
At best.
That guy's insane.
Oh, well, this is going to be a push down mid. They were so close to killing Gabby. They were so close to killing Gabby. They're just going for a straight GG push. This is the way the Geek Fam lose their lower bracket run. 1 rune to kill them all and 1 rune to bind their fate to stay in the lower bracket. And to give TNC their rematch against Fnatic. GG is called. TNC have done it. Geek Fam around Roshan, that's going to be the nightmare that will haunt their dreams.
Oh, he's always a very rash player, calm. Ever since from Dota 1 days.